Hello, my name is Vanessa Donaldson. I am a first year medical student with Oklahoma State University College of Osteopathic Medicine. The objective of our study was to determine the rate of recommendation or enforcement of popular reporting guidelines for common study designs in medical literature, as well as the recommendation or enforcement of registration for clinical trials and systematic review. Given that academic journals publish research that is used to drive clinical practice, it is imperative that finds be reported uniformly with an emphasis on transparency and reproducibility. These guidelines can act as a checklist for authors to follow when reporting clinical findings and have been shown to enhance data reporting quality. Additionally, requiring clinical trial registry and systematic reviews prior to commencement has been shown to prevent selective reporting bias and improve transparency of results. The extent to which journals enforce reporting guidelines adherence and study registration is unknown in many fields of medicine, including obstetrics and gynecology. Therefore, that is the focus of our presentation today. First, we identified the top peer-reviewed clinical OBGYN journals using the Scopus SiteScore tool. Each journal was contacted via email for 3 consecutive weeks to identify what types of articles were not accepted. We extracted data on adherence to popular reporting guidelines from the identified journals, instructions for authors' webpage in a masked, duplicate fashion via a pilot-tested Google form. Statistical analysis was calculated to summarize the data found. Figure 1 demonstrates the journal selection process. We started with 187 OBGYN journals from Scopus SiteScore. The top 100 were initially included in our screen. 7 journals had to be removed for the various reasons included in our figure. We added the subsequent journals for a total of 100 journals. Table 1 summarizes the rate that journals required or recommended popular reporting guidelines. Figure 2 demonstrates that 81% of journals mentioned the International Committee of Medical Journal Editors and 51% mentioned the Equator Network. We found a statistically significant relationship between journals mentioning the Equator Network and Consolidated Standards of Reporting Trials for Randomized Controlled Trials, also known as CONSORT guideline. Clinical trial registration was required by 55% of journals and recommended 16% of the time. In conclusion, our data demonstrated many inconsistencies in the adoption of reporting guidelines for popular study designs in OBGYN journals. In the future, OBGYN journals should encourage the use of reporting guidelines more uniformly to improve the quality of published research and limit bias. Such improvements may benefit clinicians by equipping them with a more applicable body of clinical literature to inform medical education, practice, and decision-making. We would like to thank John Goodall and the Vassar research team for their assistance with this project. Thank you for your time.